What's up, YouTube? Real quick, wanted to talk about AK upgrades, more specifically my wasr 3. First thing I've done here is replace my front handguard with an ATI tri-rail system that is under $50 including shipping. It's a good little buy, I think. Even though it's plastic, it kind of keeps this AK look. It has the tapered front handguard, which is really comfortable. You see it tapers up here. It's very comfortable, and even though it is plastic, it functions perfectly. There's no I have no gripes with it. Even though it is plastic, I had my doubts. I'm not mounting optics to it, so I really don't care if it's plastic. I wanted it for the look. All right. So that's the first thing. That was $47 from ATI, and my second upgrade is this side-mounted rail system from UTG. It is one solid piece of aluminum, and I've got my 3 to 9 power scope on this, and it's a quick release in that what you do is, if your AK doesn't come with the side plate, you're gonna have to get one. But anyway, it slides right on this rail here. Oops. Tough to see what I'm doing. Okay, right, so I slide it in, then lock it forward, quick release, comes off opposite way. And I like this mount because it comes, you get your scope nearly center bore. See what I'm talking about? Most of the AK mounts, you'll be way off to the side, and I guess it's good and bad. You're gonna have to make your own choice, because the other ones, what's cool about the other way is that you could still use your iron at the same time, which I think is cool. But being that it's a quick detach system, I think that you kind of keep that ability as well. Maybe not quite as quick, but I just like that it's center bore, and sighting it in was easy. I was on paper, first shot. So it also has great zero retention, because it mounts the same exact way, locks in really tight. I don't even have to adjust it after taking it off and on. So those are two upgrades I've done. Also, by the way, that UTG rail, the aluminum one, is $49.99, I believe it was, including shipping. So for just under $100, I've turned my AK into a little more of a tactical functioning carbine. And the reason I did all this mainly is because I wanted to get a scope on here and see how accurate of a rifle this thing really is. I don't know if you see my other videos about my my harsh videos about people talking junk on wasrs not being as accurate as the some of the other AKs out there, the more expensive ones, and trying to justify all the money they've spent on their classy AK, which to me sounds kind of like an oxymoron. But anyway, to each his own. Like I said, I'll be following up with an accuracy test as soon as possible. So this system here kind of makes that happen for me. I'm going to put a bipod here on the front rail, and I'll let you know how it goes. So stay tuned. Good luck, and shoot safe. Thanks.